I want everybody to take a look at the paper and notice that we have these blue lines. Now these blue lines are called guidelines. It's going to help everybody's classrooms draw a Terk for today. So if you look at these two areas, area number 1 and area number 2, that's where we're going to get started and start drawing those eyes. Now before getting started of drawing out any Disney character, I love to make it easy for myself and think of simple shapes. So when drawing Terk for today, I want everybody to think very simple. In circles, ovals, triangles, or rectangles. It's going to be a lot more easy, okay? And I do see some little ones out there. So if you want to make it easy for you guys, think of letters from the alphabet. So if you want to write your name or write the letters from A to Z, that's going to plan out a lot more easy to draw, okay? So to get started, when I take a look at Terk's character design, especially in the eye area, I think of one letter for drawing this in, and that letter is going to be a letter O. So I have to be sure. I want to show you hands. How many people can write the letter O? Alright, 5 kids and 2 adults. Great. Alright, so this is going to be a long class, okay? So like at least 30 minutes long, so we got a lot to get through. So we start right here. And to get this started, I like to use my whole shoulder, thinking myself like Remy off Ratatouille. So pictures like a pot in front of you, and use your whole shoulder. Just go around and around and around to draw this in. Think of you stirring like mac and cheese, some gumbo, some Spanish rice, or my favorite, udon. Stir the pots, go around and around and around on both sides. And notice too, I'm just drawing these shapes very lightly, very messy, just because I'm in the same boat as everybody in the classroom. I don't have an eraser, okay? So we are taking a role as sketch artists. So your drawings should look like the drawings beneath the TVs, the back wall, or if you are in the front row, you can look at that beautiful mural above you guys. See the beginning stages for those characters, have those very light lines. And when they get more in detail, just add a dark line on top. So we will be adding those same techniques. So if you want to show some eyelashes for Terk, I will go back over once more and pick up that line on top. This will help the drawing have some more style into our artwork. And I'm going to go ahead and darken the rest once I feel it's ready. So yeah, it's sketched out. Make sure you have everything that you like. And if you like it, put a ring on it. Let's go back one once more and darken those lines and stay committed. So same thing on this side on the right. Taking the top part and darken the rest. So they kind of get that illusion where all those light lines will disappear in the background. And there we go. We are set to draw in those iris and pupils. Alright. So I'm going to have Terk looking straight at us. But in this classroom, you are the artist. You can make whatever direction your character might be looking towards. Towards the left, towards the right, above or below. But to have Terk looking towards us, it's another letter. Going back to preschool, kindergarten, add in the letter O. Just looking straight at us. So then you get that next little illusion where we are drawing a gorilla. Gorillas have eyes in the front, give them excellent depth perception to like find food, especially those ripe fruits. Just like us trying to find fruits at the grocery store, using that color vision. Alright, so once I have that again, add in another letter O. Right in there, this is going to be the pupil. If you want to think of like food items, think of like a Cheerio or donut. To make this drawing more fun. I like to think of those things to keep on going. So there we go. Nice little Cheerio. Okay. Now, what I love about art, I love to make it more realistic, make it more pop, so it seems like it's popping out my page. So in this next part, I will be adding some highlights and shading. If you want to follow along, you're more welcome. But if you want to leave as this, that's an option too. But for me as an artist, I like to start with a sun reflection. Going right in there and add another small circle on both sides. And this is where I have the most fun. I'm gonna go ahead and shade it in, anything behind that. So I would take my pencil and just scribble, scribble, scribble. Let's fill all the white space behind there. So you can see where it really is coming to life now. And then again, shading is optional. If you want to leave the shading for later on, you can. Go ahead and do the other side, just fill this in. But just to be a great host, I do have to make sure that everybody is feeling good. Walk into this drawing challenge. So when I ask this next question, I would love to have everybody answer honest as possible. Just because I gotta make sure I can make the class more funner or even more better. Okay? So I need to know, just by drawing these two eyes and the showing hands, how many people are already feeling stressed out? Alright, I see a lot of hands in here, okay? So, if you are feeling stressed out, especially on your birthday, please remind yourself that you are on vacation here except for me, okay? So have much fun as possible. There's no right or wrong in my class. Like I said before, we all artists in this room. So if you think of this classroom like an art museum, each and every artist is going to have like a different style, different drawing, and even different story to tell in a drawing. So if you do want to change up your drawing and tell your own story, because that's us Disney artists, we are storytellers, change up your drawing. I don't mind the creativity in my class, okay? Such as maybe if your eyes doesn't come out looking right, I always recommend any artist just add some sunglasses to your drawing, okay? Because that's like the beauty of animation. You can do whatever you want. And plus, too, like if it's your first time drawing Terk, this will be the best Terk drawing you ever made so far. Because this is the only one that you made so far. Any first timers drawing Terk today? Can I see those hands? Oh yeah, they got a lot of first timers. So this is gonna be great no matter what, okay? So I highly keep going. And I promise you, you're gonna have something great towards the end, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and continue on, and we start working with the nose for Terk. And the nose is going to sit in between these two blue guidelines. We have a guideline here and a guideline here. So just to start on the left side, let's add in this nice little block of a nose. Let's start with a nice little angle. And another angle on the other side. Underneath that eye there. So we have 1 and 2. Now we want to go ahead and connect these two together on a nice little stylized letter M. So once I have those two set in place, I will bring this down and bring it up to the other side. And that's going to be that shape of Terk's nose. You know, Terk is a very classic character. You know, Tarzan is the 37th Disney animated feature that ever been produced by the company. But let me see some real Disney fans in the classroom today. Do anybody still remember the year Tarzan was released? Alright, he is silent, so I'm going to try to help everybody out so everybody be on the same page. Alright? So you do have two options. Option A, is it 1999? Or B, the 1600s? 1999. There we go. Yes. So we all on the same page now, okay? Nice job, everybody. Let's add in some nostrils on both sides. You know, this film, it's an amazing film. I know many people love this film, especially the music, produced by Phil Collins. Anybody fan of Phil Collins music? Yeah! That's really good. So there was one outro there. Got this nice little block over there. And on the other side, I'm just go ahead and just copy and paste and fill that in right over here. Now Tarzan is one of the Disney animated features that does have like 3D, especially in the scene when Tarzan was surfing those tree vines. So it does have some 3D elements in there. But there's my nose for Terk. Okay. And we have one blue guideline. That's where the smile is going to sit. So if I zoom out just a little bit, pretty much got the whole circle in there. And to make this character have like believable expressions, let's start adding this dimple of a smile on the left side. Just across from the nose. And once I have that set in place, start from the left and swing this down underneath the nose. So add in that smile. So unfinished letter W. It's very wide, very skinny. Okay. So there we go. We got the face all in set place. Now, to add in some little details, we can add some wrinkles above that nose there. So I like to just follow that same line work. Pop on the side, go around the eye here, especially on the left. One wrinkle under there, and add in one more. Just brushing that nose up. Now we do have some male gorillas here at Disney Animal Kingdom. They do produce pungent odor to ward off like other gorillas, especially to communicate with each other. Now, if you are a first visitor, you can check them out over by Africa, one of the trails called Gorilla Falls. Check them out over there. And if you do see our gorillas, they have this nice little mask shape around their face to separate the leather part and the furry part. And we're going to add that for Terk. So to get this started, I like to start adding some markers on that vertical guideline. Just a little dash. And above those both eyes, add in some more markers. One rainbow curve there, and one rainbow curve there. Just gonna play as eyebrows for our character. So just go ahead and connect all three together. Slide this down towards the middle. Slide this down towards the middle. Okay, so that's the top half. Now let's work for the lower half. On the left, got this sideways shape, sideways curve. There's number one. And here's number two. Now we'll go ahead and connect this to the top itself. Slide this up there. And slide this up. Here. Okay. And now for the bottom. So our end goal is going to be here on the left side. So once I have those all connected on the top, I will slide this down all together. Now if you do maybe want to have the most fun in this classroom, you can think of this classroom like your favorite attraction on the parks, such as like mine is at Epcot, Guardians of the Galaxy, okay? So when you draw a line just like I do, you could be like me, have the most fun, start from the top, and be like, all the way down towards the bottom. Like I say, we're here on vacations, have fun. Same thing on the right. So I'm gonna go ahead and count down for 3, and I'll go ahead and wish myself the best. So if you do want to join with me, why not join in the fun, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and put myself out there one last time. So 3, 2, 1. And scene. Great job. Great actors. And that's what's really cool about like animation, just because they do have like different roles. So if drawing's not your thing, you can also like voice act. Just like our character here, Rosie O'Donnell, she voice acted Terk for us. Very iconic character, best friend with Tarzan. There's many Disney legends, voice Disney characters, such as like my favorite, Altitude. Any fans of Altitude?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he voiced like Hey, Duke Weaselton. There's many more, alright? So yeah, you could voice act, you could also like 3D model, or once you want to be maybe a production supervisor, there's many roles. We do have roles here at Disney World too. So if you want to become like a Disney artist, we have some roles here like plush design, merchandise design, pen trade design. Everything is hand drawn before it's all, go to the final product that you see like any merchandise shop. So if you are building a portfolio, keep this drawing. Have those like sketchy lines in there. Art recruiters love to see the progress. Okay. So there we go. Trying to find a mentor that you always love to follow. That's how you get better of drawing. Just follow the blueprint, what they have. All right. So let's go ahead and add those ears in. And those ears are going to sit on the side. You got one curve coming out this way, and one curve coming out this way. And this will be a great stopping point for anybody that need to catch up. They have time to catch up. Just because I do see some little ones out there, I see some adults out there. If you probably haven't drawn at all, this could be very difficult. So what I love to do, I like to give y'all the recognition by giving yourself a round of applause for making this far of the drawing, because everybody's making great art and you should be very, very proud of it. So good job, everybody. Because this next part will be very difficult. Dun dun dun, yes. And I only have one shot at doing this, okay, on both sides. So what I want everybody to do is please lock in, okay? Because every guest come up to me, always tell me you don't like this part for some reason. I do not why, all right? So pay attention, but wish y'all the best. Good luck to you. Here we go. That's it. So if you did miss it, just add a nice little hook right here for the ear. Same thing on the other side. Let's go ahead and pull this down. Nice little hook for the ear. All right. Here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and add in the bottom part of Terk's face, and it's gonna be hair. Now, to break down, to draw in these textures, I like to go back to think of our letters. So think of letter W's or letter V's when drawing hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. If you wanna watch first, I highly recommend it, but I'm just going ahead and just pull these letters down. So we have like our first first letter W, or you could think of like an M on the side. Yeah, we'll play with the shapes too. You could add in big pieces or little pieces. You know, gorillas do have that thick coat to stray off those biting insects. You have one sticking up, you have more rounded. Just play around with it. I would say the less you think about it, the more it look like hair or fur. But once I have those couple of pieces, I'm gonna trace the rest on the bottom. You know, you're going to get more better of drawing. Just keep on practicing. You know, the more practice you do, the more improvement that you see in your work. And that's good for anything in life. Just music, acting, cooking. Okay. So there we go. There's the bottom part. Now for the top part, it's going to be more of Rosie O'Donnell hairstyle. So if you remember those times in the early 2000s, he had a little pompadour come down the front like Elvis. But this is where I love to have everybody be creative. If you want to be creative and add your own hairstyle, maybe you have wavy hair, braids, afro, or if you bald, just leave the bald, why not? Or a hat, represent the Gators, all right? But for this hairstyle, let's go ahead and draw in that basic shape. We got this nice, let me zoom out, right here, there you go. Here we go. So we had that one blue guideline way up there. So all I love to do, I like to start adding this very light hook at first, right down the middle. And that's going to help me to get the rest in, just because I will start on the left side. And again, think of your letters, letter M's, letter W's, and just go all the way at the top. You know, if you are building a portfolio, art recruiters, they love to see these top lines in your work. Keep it light, keep it messy. I remember having a mentor at the animation studio in California, and they always tell me, you gotta show your work. Just show the process of how you get to the final drawing and anywhere you want to do. Show your work, show your work. I'm going to go ahead and trace the rest. Same thing on the other side. Bring it up. And give like a little flat on this side on the right. The bed nest. Here we go. There we go. We got a nice little hairstyle. And just to finish this off, add in a brow ridge. It's really gonna help emote our character here. So wider letter M going across the forehead here. And there we go. So if you do want to do more shading, or maybe like add like a little birthday hat, just tilt it on the side, why not? But I will go ahead and just shade in some areas. Well, I think it's best for me to add in some shadow to make this more pop here. But if you do want to learn more about gorillas, we do have like nature documentaries on Disney Plus. And again, if you haven't been to the trail to see the gorillas, you can talk to our cast members there and learn more about them. But if you do want to get better as an artist, just like how Disney did with its artists, go to like your local zoos to get better. I know, like for me, I want to become an art director, so I'm always practicing drawing these animals to create my own characters. So you got a lot of resources at home. Check them out, learn more. If you want to get that gray coat, just go ahead and just shade the whole thing pretty much. Especially around the face. And here we go. We got a nice little drawing of Terk for Tarzan. So once you are finished with your masterpiece and your artwork, be proud of them. I know everybody did it best, and that's what matters the most, is taking a nice little time, enjoy these little moments, creating core memories with friends and family. So once you are finished, sign your work. Be proud of them. Just in case if you do post it on social media, have everybody know who done this drawing, especially this Disney legend here. So sign your name, date it if you want to track your progress as an artist. It's always best to date your work, see the progression that you have made. So the date's going to be 4/7/25. And here we go. We got a nice little quick Terk drawing. So for my first timers, I have one last question, and this is very important. Did everybody have a good time? Alright. So what I love to have everybody do, I would love to have everybody take the Terk drawings and hope in the air.